These stocks are set to explode in 2021. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and make sure. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit that like, comment, and share button. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you're now tuned into the Investor Show. As always, this is your gracious host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls live all the way from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. So the first thing we're going to get into, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about these stocks that are set to explode in 2021. Now, we first got to look at the most obvious things, the most beat up index of them all so far this year. In 2020, it shouldn't be a surprise who the most beat up index is. You always hear me talking about it on the show. Let me share my screen here so we can see together. So here we go. So out of the three major indexes, which is the Dow Jones, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ, take a wild guess. Who is the worst index of 2021? So if you think about that, that's going to be the NASDAQ, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, I'm pulling up on my handy dandy. Let me pull in my E-Trader here. So we're going to go to a year-to-date calendar, or YTD. And under that YTD, we're going to put the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, right? So as we can see right now so far, the Dow Jones is in the lead, followed by the S&P 500. The last one is the NASDAQ. So now when you know this, what's going on? What happened to the NASDAQ? So the NASDAQ, already know that's all of the tech companies. And as inflation goes up, you're going to see growth stocks start to get hit. Now, this is the thing about what you're seeing with the NASDAQ. Inside of the NASDAQ, you have to understand that there's a difference between a rise and a rebound. So a lot of people are looking for, oh, well, you want to say these three companies, you're looking for them to rise in value or whatever the case may be. No, most of them are looking for the rebound versus the rise. Now, something like a rise could be something like, I'm trying to think of a company this year that's kind of got out. I don't know what off the top of my head. Well, it's a couple of little smaller, like a company like, I can't think of it right now, a little pharmaceutical company. So some companies, what I'm meaning is they may start off at $5 and they have gone up to $10, $15, $20 over time this year. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones who are rebounding. Last year, you remember, airline stocks were garbage. They were trash. Everybody threw them away. Now you look forward to this year, airline stocks are a genius. Airlines and restaurants are dominating 2021. But in 2020, everybody backed up the dump truck, got rid of them. So for now, you're seeing the rebound of airlines and restaurants, things like that. Now we got to look at, why did I choose these particular? Well, let's go back to financial. The next step is financial stability. Now, when I'm looking at a company, the reason why I love a rebound, the rebound is because usually the rebounds are companies who are financially stable, very financially stable. And the reason why I look at financial stability, just in case I get stuck with that company. For prime example, let's say if things go south or something happens bad into the market, I don't feel bad with holding you because I know your financial state stable. I don't have to worry about you just collapsing and falling through the world, right? So here we go. Now, the first company people may ask, why did I choose these particular companies? One last thing you got to remember, investors have amnesia. Investors go by, what have you done for me lately? We forget about everybody else, right? So prime example, in March of last year, people forgot about how financially stable Southwest Airlines was. They forgot about how good all these travel companies, I don't want to go through the whole list, and even some restaurants that everybody just threw away, forgot about, and everybody jumped on the Apple and Tesla and NASDAQ train, and tech stocks was just the darling pinky, right? Everybody forgot about these companies. Now the tables have turned, where now everybody is getting rid of the tech because of high yields, inflation, and everybody's running into those Dow Jones financial stable companies. So investors have amnesia. We forget. We just think about, what have you done for me lately? So here it is. Drum roll, please. The first company is Apple. When you look at Apple so far this year, Apple is down. Now, when you look at, let me pull this up. Let me share the screen. And this is why. Apple so far this year, when you look at, let me bring this back up. Let me show it to you guys and girls. Apple so far this year is a company that was a darling last year when it did a stock split. Everybody thought it was the best thing in the world. Apple opened up the year at $134. It went up to $141, and then now it is down to $121. right? $125. So right now, I'm not looking at Apple to do nothing crazy. Apple is going back to where it was at the beginning of the year, which was $130 something or $140 something, right? Also, on top of that, what's going to start all of this? Ask yourself what is happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks that nobody's talking about. Earnings season, earnings. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, earnings season happens every 3 quarters, every 3 months. Earnings season is about to kick off in the full swing in 2-3 weeks. Earnings season is very important because this is the time of year that everybody opens up their financial books. And we got to remember, Apple is like one of the largest companies in the world, $1 trillion company that's trading for $125. It has a high beta. It has a beta of one, not a high beta, but it's 1.4. It's a little bit elevated beta. And then you look at the market cap of Apple is $2 trillion. So a $2 trillion company is going for $125. And now you got to think about, what did Apple put out about 5 days ago? I'm going to share on my screen here. Here we go. Apple is investing into renewable energy. What did President Biden just put out on his $3 trillion infrastructure plan? I'm going to pull it up right here. Here we go. This is it. All right. So this is on Apple Investor Relations. This is apple.com/investor relation. You go right here to on March 31st. Apple powers ahead in a new renewable solution with over 110 suppliers, right? So right here, this is coming from their website that came out on March 31st. And we know renewable energy, the government's putting a bunch of money behind it. They're looking to incentivize companies, all these other things like that right here. And here it is. Apple is investing directly in renewable energy projects to cover a portion of the upstream emission, as well as a major energy storage protection in California to pilot new solutions to renewable energy infrastructure. So right there, this is a forgotten company that did a stock split that everybody loved last year, that has tremendous upside, that now is trading down. Everybody has forgotten about it. This is a disclaimer. Of course, I own Apple, and I think investors have amnesia. Starting this earnings season, I can see Apple starting to take off on a tear when everybody get reminded how big and wonderful the company is. The next one, drum roll, please. Where's my drum roll? I should already hit that queued up. Boom, Boeing airline rebound. Now, remember last year, everybody forgot about Boeing airline. When Boeing airline last year, it was a horrible company because guess what? The airline industry got hit. You saw the airline industry was getting rid of everybody and stuff like that or whatever. Now you look at it, airlines are rebounding in a major way. They're like one of the hottest industries in the sector. Everybody forgot. Last year, if you take a look at the chart, last year Boeing had a horrible year, right? Let me pull up my screen again. I'm going to share my screen. So last year, Boeing had a horrible year after the pandemic hit because everybody said, oh, the airlines are sucking and nobody's buying new planes. And what are they going to do with the planes? And Boeing is the worst thing in the world and all of the good stuff like that. Nobody's flying. Now that airlines are like one of the hottest sectors in the industry that everybody's expecting to rebound, everybody forgot. Will Boeing rebound? You got to think about it. Today, Boeing is trading at $259. Its pre-pandemic level was when the pandemic hit last year. Boeing was trading for how much was it? $347. So Boeing was trading for $347 before the pandemic hit. Now it's at $259. Now we're seeing the airline industry and travel industry rebound. Now I think Boeing is set to make not a major rise, but a major rebound. Also, let's take a look here. Let's look at Boeing's funding. Where does Boeing get a lot of its money? Boeing, if you're maybe surprised to know this, when you look at the largest government contractors in the world, Boeing is number 2 at $28 billion, right? 28.1 billion. It is the largest Boeing is the second largest government contractor in the world. You can look it up for yourself in FY19. So I don't know where it's at in 2020, as of last year, but in 2019, when they turned in their numbers, they was the second largest government contractor. And you can see the government we have in place now, they're looking to spend money. So there you go. Airlines and government contracts are spending more money. They just printed $5 trillion in the last 3 months. Boom. There you go. Number 3, the third company. Everybody forgot about Tesla. Everybody forgot about Tesla. If you remember, you look at Tesla last quarter, Tesla had great earnings, but the stock traded down. What happened to Tesla? Tesla was an amazing stock. I own Tesla. I still do own Tesla. I'm still up on Tesla. That's how long I've had it. But people forgot about how much of a monster Tesla was. Tesla had banging earnings last quarter, but everybody traded it down. I think this sets them up for a major comeback, because guess what? If you go over to the investor relations on Friday, if you saw this on April 2nd, Tesla quarter one vehicle production and deliveries. In the first quarter, quote unquote, coming from investors relations on Tesla, in the first quarter, we produced just over 180 vehicles and delivered nearly 185,000 vehicles. They produce over 180 vehicles. They deliver over 185,000 vehicles. We are encouraged by the strong reception of the Model Y in China and are quickly progressing to full production capacity. The new Model S and X have also been exceptionally well received, with the new equipment installed and tested in Q1, and we are in the early stage of ramping production. So here it is. Tesla traded down majorly last year due to being what? Due to their earnings. Everybody said, hey, their earnings are in question. Even I question their earnings as well. Now they are down. You look so far this year, they were a darling pinky last year. Now this year, they are what? Everybody's forgotten about them. They're $691. They started the year off at how much were the beginning of the year? The beginning of the year, they started the year off at over $700. Now this company is down to $618. Now you go back to this time last year, of course, it's going to be a little hard to read because of not because of what you call it, because of their stock split they did last summer. But before they did their stock split, oh man, they were the big darling. Everybody loved Tesla, but now Tesla is actually delivering with the goods. So everybody loved Tesla before the goods, and now they're delivering the goods. I think they're set for a major bang for the rest of the year. So you're looking at Tesla, you're looking at Apple and Boeing, and I think earnings season that's happening in about 3 weeks is going to start to set this trend. That's my take. Let me see what you guys and girls are saying in the comments before I jump out of here. Apple, what's going on? No, I'm talking about Apple. Alan, what's going on, my guy? Y'all give a round of applause for Al. He's in the building. LK Raw, my God. He says Apple to 140, spot to 340 will make me very happy. LK Raw, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree. That's my guy, Real Deal Financial. What's going on? Respect to you too, my brother. Respect to you. LK Raw said, do you think it's a good idea to get into earning plays now? Right now, the market, the last 2 days, the NASDAQ especially has been on a tear, so I wouldn't get into it now. I'll wait probably to the end of the week when things start to calm down. That's when I would jump into it. That's when I would look into it, not right now. Okay, Max B said also Boeing plans to keep falling out of the sky. He said also Boeing keeps planning on falling out of the sky. I hope they don't plan on falling out of the sky. Who else we got? LK Ross said, I'm thinking of getting leaps in Ape and Bowen and walking away. Okay, those are long-term contracts. Everybody who don't understand. 99 Powers. Hey Prince. Hey, how you doing, Ms. 99 Powers? Derek Gilchrist said, are you looking to buy more of any of the three? Yes. When the market comes down, I was buying it as they was falling down throughout the year. Now that the market's kind of picking up a little bit, what's going on, Mr. Gilchrist? But I'm waiting for the market to start to, if it cools off for the rest of the quarter or for the rest of the week or next week before earnings comes in, then that's the entry point for me. So we have a big fall off on the NASDAQ, which I'm expecting because they've been on a nice run for the last 2 or 3 days. When they start to cool down, like I told everybody, I felt tech was on sale at the beginning of the year. This will be an entry point, and especially as we go into earnings season. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the planes keep falling. Okay, the planes keep falling. Oh crap! I didn't hear about their planes falling. Hope they get that together. Definitely ain't good because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be flying on doing some traveling this summer. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out of here and get running. Just take a look at it. You're going to look at Apple, Tesla, and Boeing. You look at their financial stability. You look at what they're doing financially, and we're getting ready to walk into the earnings season for second quarter. All right. But until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else you see me doing crazy around the globe, peace, be safe. I'm out. Thank you.